Thank you for joining me here at High Priestess Healer. I appreciate you being here, and I've already saged and prayed over the cards and asked for your higher selves and my higher selves, angels, archangels, to be here with us and to guide me with channeled messages and cards to confirm. And I'm not sure how long this will be. I'm trying to do them short, but you know, I can't. I'm trying to make them shorter, but the only thing I know is I do what I'm guided, okay? And trying to figure out which next sign I should do. And I saw this little thing on my desk, and it was a Libra sign. So I thought about it and thought about it. I was like, no, I didn't want to do that one. But I realized I did Virgo yesterday and Libra's next. So I took it as a sign. Okay? All right, so let's see what we got for my Libras today. I pray that you guys are doing well. I see that you are holding your ground. Some are being defensive, but then there's others that are just trying to be centered towards other people who are taking offense to them. So you can be one or the other, okay? It looks like you're trying to do your own thing, and you know, other people don't like what you're doing, so you know, they're against you, but you're very well can see that this person is centered and is radiating out light, not allowing other people to inflict their negative energy on them. So this is the Fool's card. I really like that. It means that, you know, you're on the brink of a new beginning, which means you did all the hard work to get here. This is where it kind of ends but begins. So it's like, okay, am I going to take this new jump, this new adventure? And it looks like you are. It looks like, I think, you know, you're thinking about it, you know. It may be a while. You know, it could be now here to 6 months. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. We can try and figure out what that is. But staying aligned and staying with spirit is going to be what helps you to make the connection and give you the answers, okay? Because you can see she's praying. So she's praying. You, okay, it's just, I'm saying she because it's feminine. So here you are the watcher praying, okay? And you have your eyes closed. So you're meditating, you're listening. Here too, she's got her eyes closed. She's listening, okay? And whenever she hears the word, then they'll let go. She's holding on to it, and she obviously is connected to spirit, because in the other hand, you'll see there's a stone, an amethyst stone. Okay. What else for them? There's still some heartaches and pains from the past that either need to be healed or have been healed or are on the edge of being healed. I'd say if the Fool does come out, you know, you're more on the end of healing and ready to start, you know, a new venture, okay? But there has been some heartaches and things that you've been through that were painful to you, agony, stressful, you know, grief-stricken, some kind of loss, some kind of betrayal, something to that effect. Okay, but it looks like, you know, if you can stay centered and you can stay aligned, right, you don't got far to go until you're like magician status. And then you can make whatever it is that you want happen, right, if you use your tools wisely. Otherwise, it gets taken away. So I can see that somebody in your life is walking away, or you're walking away, or somebody in their life is walking away from an old pattern of being, or both of you if you're in a relationship. But this is for you, not somebody else. So I would say that you're either walking away from somebody, or You're walking away of an old way of being. And since this one is like defensive, I would say you're walking away from being defensive, because we already pretty much talked about, you know, the whole other aspect of it. It just felt like that was what was left to be said. So we'll actually see what comes out. I have lots of decks, guys, so if you ever want me to use a certain deck, let me know. I'm drawn to these. I really like these. Usually try and change them up. I like to put to read my surrender cards, you know, because surrendering is like number one, step number one. If you were to come with me and I'd be your mentor and your coach, it'd be step number one, surrender, okay? Because without giving that surrender up, it's willingly, you don't come willingly to change, then there's no starting, okay? The resistance is going to keep you from moving forward, okay? So I see that you're looking and reevaluating your life. Are your dreams happening? Are your goals happening? I see that you're opening your heart more, okay? Being more truthful and honest with yourself and others. You're leaning on God and the angels more, okay, for support, all right? And the kind of support that you get from them is the kind of support that you need to give to others, okay? And this card here says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly, okay? So I think that's a pretty big deal, you know, to be honest with yourself. Not just with others, but yourself, okay? That's a big, big deal. So a lot of people are like, you know, why am I unhappy? Well, because you're not living the life that you really wanted to. And you can get yourself out of it. You're not stuck, by the way. But it says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So yeah, asking for courage and strength, there's nothing wrong with that. And so, and just as they, you know, support you with grace and acceptance, so should you support other people in that manner, okay? You're being taught from on high. So you got a Five of Pentacles. That seems to be the really, really big deal, okay? If you go back and look at the videos I just did for Virgo, it was Five of Pentacles, and then it was like ascension, like, you know, like major transformation. So this is like, I'm lost, you know, be sad, grief, loneliness, okay? But you can decide how long you want to stay in this process, okay? Some people have to go through a grieving process that can be extensive, okay? But I felt like you're at the end of it, which I can tell that you are, because then you got the Hierophant card. So you were sad, and you know, you had that heart on the bottom of the deck that had 3 hearts in it, but you must have figured it out somehow, because I see some stairs upwards, and that's the Hierophant card or the marriage card. It also for me insinuates that you have ascended in you're ascending or ascended in your level of consciousness and in your marriage. And you're able to open your heart more because of whatever information has come to you, okay? Because the Five of Pentacles, she's face down, but until she makes a decision and works things through and, you know, processes things, and she's all by herself. So I feel like she really needs some support, you know, because you needed support, you know, why wouldn't she? So I think if it is a marriage, the two figure out that they need to support each other, then perhaps, you know, that they will ascend together and be, you know, be on the same vibration, where not the ones, okay, not the marriages that I'm seeing in the cards that are fear-based, you know, where you feel lonely, or, you know, you don't listen to each other, there's no good communication skills, or, you know, there's any kind of like judging or criticizing or manipulation in any way, you know. So this is your ticket right here to ascending to a higher level of being and acting, you know. If that person can move up with you, then so be it, you know. If you want to help that person up, then help them. And if, you know, you feel like you're just ready to move on, then move on. I see that happen all the time. Because we did see the card on the bottom said it was somebody was walking away, right? So I do not promote that, that's for sure, you know. Definitely not. That's not my first go-to. And he's happy, so it looks like he would be someone who's ascended and feeling good, and so now he's able to learn how to support another, okay? But let's see, I'm waiting for some more cards to come out here. Let's see what we got in this. I'm hacking the decks and seeing what come out. Sometimes I like to do that. It's really fun. Okay, so there's some confusion or something going on here. Not sure what about. So yeah, that's why the Five of Pentacles, he or she is still in that state of being, you know, because they're thinking still and they're confused, you know, and so they don't know what's up from down, left from right, you know. They don't know who's false, who's friend, who's foe, who's, you know, or what to do, you know. They're trying to see things clearly, but there's no clarity. So they're waiting, they're needing some kind of clarity, but they're looking, they need to look, you know, towards our Creator, not towards our ego and ourselves, you know, because we're always going to tell ourselves, you know, the victim story, you know. What else for you guys? Let's see. Delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. So if you want to continue to have joy and delight into your world, that magical feeling of love that you feel for yourself, as I pulled out the card, okay, you're starting to learn to love yourself. That's a very good card for you. Great job. If you want to continue to have that delight and prosperity, then you need to have love, because it just comes from, you know, loving yourself, and the rest kind of, you know, falls right into place. But it is a caution here about your polarities, you know. They want you to integrate your shadow side, okay? There can be light, there can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So yeah, it's about respecting that side, and it's about loving that side. It's not about shaming or blaming with the things that we feel, you know. We should feel the emotion, but we should also, you know, look to seeing about, whoa, that one flew. I don't even remember what I was going to say now. Just stay, you know, don't stay there like thinking and going down rabbit holes about your shadow side, you know. Let's see. So we got this High Priestess, and it's upside down, and that's under the Hierophant. So I mean, this one doesn't even actually go here, so I'll put it under Five of Pentacles. So she's not using her intuition, he or she, and they really are needing to. So they're needing to pray, you know. They're needing to love themselves. They're needing to, you know, have some kind of support, okay, if you want to have prosperity in this dynamic, in this relationship, you know. Or if it's not a relationship and it's just, you know, you thinking about marriage but being sad from the past, you know, you gotta, you know, balance yourself, you know, polarity, so you can prosper and but it all starts with counting your blessings, it says, and enjoying life, okay? So if you can't count your blessings, then start there, okay? If you can't enjoy your life, write down some things that you like to do, it's simple things even, and then go do them, okay? And then being positive, just always expecting the best. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, okay? But if you'd like to follow me to the extended, please reach out to me at highpriestesshealer1111 at yahoo.com, and I can send you the link for the extended. So we can find out, do they stay together? Do they part? You know, what kind of prosperity comes in? You know, when does this person move out of grief mode from 5 Pentacles forward? Is there anybody else in the picture? You know, what were they so confused about? You know, if there's anything else that we need to know, I'll pull out from the Kipper deck. And we can double, triple confirm things. Use my inner child issue here. I have one if you need help figuring out the inner child issues. And then I always have my angels and answers cards that I really like. Okay, I really like them because it's just very wise advice. Okay, our surrender card, we can do that one. We can go through our soul evolution cards that we usually go through also. And see what the angel answers have to say. They always have something good to say. Okay. So for right now, I'm going to say that these are the cards that we got. And we do see some sneakiness going on and someone feeling tied down. And I think they're actually trying to get away. So I don't know. We'll have to find out, you know, with the ending and putting out the ending and see what really happens. You know, maybe they just went, you know, on a respite, or, you know, maybe they're just, you know, thinking about going in another direction. But do they actually? I don't know. But it does look like someone is trying to get away, you know, like they feel stuck, you know, and that, you know, they want to go to calmer waters. Does it mean that they want to, you know, leave the marriage? Possibly not, you know. I think they realize they're not tied up, you know, they're not stuck. They can leave if they want, and they can stay if they want. They stay because they choose you. They choose you, and they love you, okay? They love you. I can tell, you know, maybe you're the one leaving, you know. Maybe they're just following you and tracking you, and they think you're leaving and you leave. I don't know. So hopefully this is not happening to you. But yeah, I would say this could be, I mean, it could go either way, but it's only one person. So if you don't have any children, it's more than likely, you know, if you have children, it's more than likely the male that is leaving. But I don't know what this backhanded stuff is, this deception, you know, and whatnot. It's like, you don't need any deception to leave anybody. You don't have to give anybody excuses. You can just say things aren't working out, and I appreciate the time we had together and what we learned. We had some good and bad memories, and, you know, let bygones be bygones, you know, like adults do. So whatever this is going on here, my Libras, if this is you, take a different measure, okay? If this isn't you, then be cautious, you know, that somebody may be doing something underhanded to leave you, okay? So with that said, I want to leave you with my gratitude for being here and for being one of my top people, okay? One of my top people that that click on my Libras. So that's why I'm always doing a lot of Libras for you guys, because you guys are my good supporters, okay? So I'm going to support you when you support me, okay, and get that content out. Again, my email is highpriestesshealer1111@yahoo.com. You can do I can send you the extension, or I can send you the hyperlink to it, or if you need of any of the other services that I have, you know, please feel free to do that as well, okay? Yeah, choose battle, sacral chakra, reach out. Love, happiness, courage. So whatever's in your heart, okay, that you really, really want to do, have the courage to follow that, okay? And if that, you know, isn't fulfilling you, then you need to figure out how to become self-fulfilled, and then how to be self-fulfilling in your relationship, and if it can or if it can't. Okay, but it looks like you have a lot of love to give, so if you can give this kind of love to somebody, love heals all. Okay, I can tell you that love heals all. So keep expanding, keep growing, keep, working on yourself, your dreams, your goals, your peace. You're opening your heart. Okay, I'm so proud of you guys for that. And just transforming here. And as soon as you start following your intuition, that's when you move up a level, and that's when your heart expands so big, and your life immediately changes. When you decide to change it, your life changes. Okay, so I love that. All right, take care. Namaste.